Alright, you Netscape nerds, time to talk about something that's been causing a bit of confusion in the Wi-Fi world, the great 2.4 GHz versus 5 GHz debate. If you know anything about the internet beyond what you pay per month in fees, to your corrupt internet provider to play RuneScape, you may have seen these numbers floating around in your router settings, in different internet packages, on different peripherals, etc. But what do they actually mean? Why should you care? And more importantly, which one is best suited for your needs, because every internet experience is personalized after all. Well, stick around, because we're going to answer all these questions, and even the ones you probably didn't know to ask. So by the end of this video, you just might be a certified Wi-Fi wizard. Ready to optimize your home network like a boss? Well then why not just stick around and find out? Now I'm assuming you know what Wi-Fi is, but for those special people who don't, here's a summary. Wi-Fi is a wireless networking technology that allows your laptops, your smartphones, your tablets, your PCs, your TVs, your hackers, to connect to the internet without the need for a physical cable or a wire. It uses radio waves to transmit data between a wireless router or access point and the connected device or devices. In the realm of wireless communication, frequency bands are like the different channels on the radio, the specific ranges of frequencies that the devices use to transmit and receive data. These bands are carefully regulated and allocated by organizations like the Federal Communications Commission to prevent interference and ensure the smooth operation of various wireless tech. And when it comes to Wi-Fi, the two most commonly used frequency bands are the 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz ranges. These numbers refer to the specific frequencies, or wavelengths, that your devices and router operate on to establish a connection and transfer data back and forth. Kinda like having two different highways for internet traffic to travel on, each one with their own unique characteristics and advantages. I'm picking up a radio wave from your little pea brain. It's asking a question, how does this whole frequency thing actually work? Well, netizens, it's all about waves. No, not the ones you surf on, electromagnetic waves. But similarly to the waves in the ocean, these radio waves have different frequencies, or wavelengths, that determine how they behave and interact with the environment. When you connect to a Wi-Fi network, your device and router are essentially communicating by exchanging these radio waves back and forth. The lower the frequency, the longer the wavelength, and the better the signal can penetrate through obstacles like walls and floors. At least as long as your house or otherwise domicile isn't constructed entirely of concrete. On the other hand, higher frequencies offer faster data transfer speed and can carry more information at once. Yo, you enjoying this video so far? Well, if you're still here, you must have found my obnoxious repertoire somewhat interesting. If you do, and you like educational content, I sure would like it if you would subscribe. It's good for my mental health. That way I can keep bringing you more content. Alright, I'm done begging. Roll the video. Now, where was I? Oh yeah. Alright. So, 2.4 GHz. This is the OG of wireless networking. This frequency range has been around for ages and has been used by a wide variety of devices. From cordless phones to baby monitors to microwave ovens and even some older Bluetooth gizmos. 2.4 is still relevant because of its superior range and ability to penetrate walls and other obstacles with relative ease. Again, as long as it's not concrete. This makes it good for folks with big homes or spaces where they need to cover a lot of ground with their signal. But because it's the OG, it's also pretty popular, and with so many devices sharing this frequency, you're more likely to experience interference and slower speed, especially in densely populated areas. I think I just gave the inoculophobes a practical reason to keep avoiding crowds. Oops. Well, anyway, next up is the 5 GHz band. This higher frequency range offers significantly faster data transfer speed, and is typically less congested than its 2.4 GHz counterpart, making it the GOAT for online gaming, streaming 4K videos, or transferring big files. But there's a catch. Higher frequencies don't travel as far and have a harder time penetrating solid objects. But so long as you don't have a property the size of Mar-a-Lago, 5 GHz can provide a super speedy and reliable Wi-Fi experience. At least until you lag. Alright, network nuts, we've covered the basics of each frequency band, so let's take a look into the key differences between 2.4 GHz and 5. Like I said, if you were paying attention, 2.4 GHz has a longer range and better penetration through walls and solid objects. And no, I ain't talking about your sister. So it's good for big houses and areas where you need signals to travel further. 5 GHz has shorter range and less penetration ability, but excels in providing faster data transfer speed over short distances. In other words, it chooses girth over length, ladies. Another major difference is the number of available channels. 2.4 has only got 11 channels to work with, which can lead to overcrowding and interference, especially in densely populated areas. It's frequently a victim of too many networks and devices competing for the same channels. 5 GHz, on the other hand, has a whopping 23 non-overlapping channels, providing a lot more breathing room and reducing the chance of interference. 'Cause ain't nobody got time for lag when it's time for the next Netflix bender. Lastly, and probably the only thing that's on most of you's mind, speed. Bigger is always better, and it's no exception here. 5 GHz blows 2.4 GHz out of the water when it comes to raw data transfer rates. Because it supports higher throughput standards like 802.11ac and 802.11ax, good old 5GH can deliver blazing fast speeds, meaning it's the pretty lady you want to see for your bandwidth-hungry activities like 4K video streaming, online gaming, and file transfers. On the topic of channels, let's take a closer look at how these wireless highways work. Each frequency band is divided into multiple channels, which are essentially separate lanes that allow different Wi-Fi networks to operate without bumping into each other. In the 2.4 GHz band, there are 11 channels to choose from, but only 3 of them, channels 1, 6, and 11, are truly non-overlapping, meaning they ain't horning in on each other. For those who might have noticed, this is why you often see routers defaulting to these channels. It's all about minimizing that interference and congestion. As I mentioned before, that 5GH band offers 23 channels, and they all stay in their own lanes. Thus, your flexibility is boosted and likelihood of interference is decreased, making those who use it the kings of low latency in densely populated areas where a bunch of Wi-Fi networks are competing for airspace. Now, choosing the right channel for your network can significantly impact your Wi-Fi performance, so you better understand how channels work and how to optimize your settings for the best experience possible. When it comes to speed and range, well, it's a trade-off. 2.4 GHz reaches farther and penetrates better, but has lower speed. 5 GHz has the speed and power for data transfer, but struggles more with range and object penetration. But there you have it, folks. The points have been laid out, the arguments have been made. Whether you're a tech-savvy power user or just someone that wants to optimize their home network, understanding the concepts and differences between 2.4 and 5 GHz is crucial for getting the most out of your connection. Remember, each internet experience is personalized, and the key is finding the right balance between speed and range based on your specific needs and environment. Don't be afraid to experiment with different settings and channels to find that sweet spot. We don't judge. And who knows? Technology is always changing, and one day we might have a whole new frequency band to play with and take our Wi-Fi game to the next level. Hey, thanks for making it to the end. Did you enjoy the video? You must have. Otherwise you wouldn't be here. Well, if you did, be sure to smash that like button like it owes you money, and then give that subscribe button a 5-finger slap. Then ring that notification bell so you always know when to attend the church that is this channel. There's going to be a lot more videos where this one came from for your viewing pleasure. But while you wait for those, be sure to click on the next video or anything else that you want to learn about. All done? Great. Thank you. Now scram off to the next video.